Howdy news of everywhere, it's me, ShrugPod, and today, this has been a long time coming, welcome to the top 10 best manga of all time, my favorites. It's gonna be absolutely great. Now, I have 3 rules. 3. Just 3. I have something in my eye. I have 3 rules. Just 3. For one, it can't be a long-running shonen. It can't exceed past 30 volumes because that's not cool, man. So, no Bleach, no Naruto, no Fairy Tail like it would be on there, no Dragon Ball Z like it would be on there. Number 2, no adaptations. So that means no Kingdom Hearts, no Mega Man, no Legend of Zelda, none of that. I really like those manga, but they're just not going to be on here just because they're adaptations. And they're not the original source material. And rule number 3. This isn't a rule. This is a thing. That punk Gear 3rd manga reviews may think that his top 20 manga of all time is the definitive version of what facts people should know and what is the best manga. No, mine is. I have the definitive fact here of all time. It's me. I have this. Not him at all. So let's get on with this list. Even though it's been a really long time since I've done a top 10. But that's not the point. Now we're going to do it. Right now. Also, there's some spoilers, you dum-dums. So there's one honorable mention. There's one. And the reason why it's not going to be on here is because there's no hard copy version of it, and there won't be for a while. And that series is The Promised Neverland. Because Viz Media thought it was a good idea to put it on freaking digital! And not hard copy! At number 10, we got The Beast, One Punch Man. So, One Punch Man is really entertaining. One Punch Man is set in a world where there are superheroes everywhere, and it's really weird because this guy on the front is named Saitama, so he wants to become a superhero because he hates his job a whole lot. So what it is that he tries to become a really powerful superhero, and after 3 years of doing constant training and stuff, he does 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, runs 10 kilometers a day, and doesn't use air conditioning in the summer or the heat in the winter. He becomes One Punch Man. He is able to beat anybody in one freaking punch, and it is so entertaining. For real. So basically, the reason why I like it so much is because the art is absolutely amazing for this series. The one does an awesome job of writing the thing, but Yusuke Murata does a great job illustrating. I've never read Ice Shield 21, so I have no idea what in the world that he does in Ice Shield 21, but I do know that this is, oh my gosh, this is for real such a good series, and I love it so much, and I cannot wait for there to be the second season of this. First season was so absolutely amazing. I do suggest you go and watch that, because the animation is absolutely phenomenal. But just look at some of this art. One, this is really cool. I really like this art. And 2, just, this is good. This is really good. I like this. It's basically it, plus more for the rest of the series so far, and it's great. You should go pick it up. For real. Number 10. One Punch Man. Number 9 is My Hero Academia. Now, My Hero Academia is a series that I picked up just randomly out of the blue, just off of the shelf. I had no idea what this is about, and then about a week later, I figured out that it was actually not a comic, because I picked this up and I didn't read it when I first picked it up, and I had no idea what this was about, and so then it got really popular, and I was just all like, you know what? This is great. This is just great. So, this story is about a guy named Izuku, and the world is made up of people who have superpowers and have these super abilities, and the world is just made up of them. So they're just everywhere. But Izuku is one of the very small minority of people that has no superpowers whatsoever. Everyone in the world has at least one superpower, from stretching appendages to breathing fire to making the oxygen explode. It's really weird. But he doesn't have any form of superpower whatsoever. And so there are people who are superheroes. There's All Might. There's other guys. I don't know the names off the top of my head. But they're awesome. They're awesome. And so All Might is Izuku's idol. So one day, Izuku shows that he wants to be a hero, and All Might finds him. And so All Might's all like, you know what? I'm going to train you to become a superhero. Also, the spines are awesome on here. They all are really cool. And so he trains him to become an awesome superhero and stuff like that. And I really like this. This series alone is just fantastic because Kohei Horikoshi's writing of manga mixed with the atmosphere that an American comic book has. I mean, I've never really expressed it here on this channel, but I absolutely love American comic books. Heck, I've seen every single movie, every single Marvel movie since Captain America Civil War on premiere night. I am such a huge fan of all these series, and for real, they're so good! So, I'm enthralled that this became a series, and I cannot wait to pick up more, because every time I read a new volume of this, I become so excited. So, number 9 is My Hero Academia. At number 8, we got Attack on Titan. So, Attack on Titan was one of the first series I had ever picked up, ever. That along being Fairy Tail, Soul Eater, and One Piece, and this. I collected all 4 of the first volumes at the same time, and so this holds a special place in my heart. But I've always loved Attack on Titan. Every single look, Attack on Titan, look, it's right here. I'm up to date with Attack on Titan. I absolutely love Attack on Titan. It's about Eren Yeager and Mikasa and Armin, and they are all trying to figure out how to defeat the Titans, because there are these giant naked people who want to eat smaller people, and they're just all like, they're stuck in these walls, there's all this government corruption, there's just all these secrets and stuff, and all these giant Titans running around eating and fighting everywhere, and it's insane because Season 2 took 3 years to come out and it didn't need to! But that's not the point. The point is that Attack on Titan is absolutely fantastic. Every single volume is just a joy to read, and it just keeps on getting deeper and deeper. So, like, look, I mention this every single time that I talk about Attack on Titan, but 1 to 9, that's where the first season goes. Right now, we're around in here in the second season, but we're only going to get to right there. We got to get to right there. We got to get to right here. We got to get there for that way to be the goodness, because it gets so much better, because season 1 is so overrated. But then season 2 is going to be absolutely amazing, but it's not going to finish to, like, all of the good stuff. But I still love Attack on Titan anyway. The art is really good in here. It's kind of scratchy, and some people don't really like it, but I really, really like it in here. And the show is also really good. Pick up this manga. It's really good. And I know I might be talking about this a lot, but it's only number 8, so you're probably wondering where the rest of them are. But I really have a deep place for Attack on Titan, so please go support Attack on Titan any way you can. Just don't buy the stupid special editions. Those are dumb. Really dumb. So number 7 is Noragami. So Noragami is a series that I've only recently started, and I'm glad that I did, because this series deserves to be on my top 10 list for one reason. It is really freaking entertaining. It took about 3 volumes, but I now realize it is super fantastic, and so I got a really good deal on it. As you can see in the last pickups video, I got a good amount of this, so I've been reading a lot of this, but this is really entertaining. It's about this god named Yato, and it's set in Japan, so he's a small deity who is trying to make a name for himself, and so it's kind of got like a mix of Soul Eater, because these people turn into weapons and the gods can use them, but then they're also like combined together, so when the weapon does stuff bad, the god can feel it, It's all like based off of like emotions and stuff. But then we know nothing almost about Yato, and so the entire time, and so this girl named Hiyori got hit by a bus, and so Yato is trying to help her fix her problem after she got hit by the bus, and he never does, and then he gets all mixed up in this stuff. The first about 6 volumes are a set story arc, and I do suggest you go pick up those to get started with Noragami, because it all tells the story arc of Yato versus a certain goddess, and it is absolutely fantastic. But I really do love this series right now. Maybe it's just because I'm reading it right now, and it may not be here next year, but for right now, Noragami is actually really freaking good for what I have read of it. So go pick this up if you can. Also, the spines are pretty. That's upside down. There you go. There you go. I got you guys. So, this is number 6. I am really surprised that this series ended up here. But when you see the other 5 series that I have, you'll understand. So, this, for number 6, is going to be the 7 Deadly Sins. 7 Deadly Sins is possibly one of my favorite ongoing shonen series to date. I am so excited. The atmosphere, the story, the characters, every part of this is super exciting, and it's so well done, and it's so well that it leaves me with enough questions and enough curiosity. I want a second season, and I love every single part of it. Every time I get, ever since volume 1, I have enjoyed this series. It is super enjoyable. I read the original pilot for this, and it caught me off guard by how entertaining that it was, and I freaking love it. I honestly love 7 Deadly Sins. I really want to collect it a lot more this year, and after I get Magi, I will. But it's got to be a number 6 right now, just because I haven't read past volume 14, or I haven't watched any of the past the first season, so I don't know what happens. So it may blow me out of the freaking water, but I don't know. For what I have right now, 7 Deadly Sins is pretty dang good. So go pick this up. So for number 6, 7 Deadly Sins is going to take it for me. Please, please go buy this. Please, please go buy. Please. 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 Well, number 5 is a really weird one, because I for some reason, can't pick up any more of this, because I just have been distracted with other series, and I'm too dumb not to pick up the rest. That's Soul Eater. Soul Eater is such an entertaining series. It's such a good series, and it was one of the first series I ever got. Dang, it's so good. It's about this girl named Manga, who has the ability to, she's a Meister, and she goes to a school called the DWMA, and so people are able to turn into weapons. So her weapon, who's named Soul Eater, which is the name of the title, they are able to take down evil souls, and after consuming 100 souls, Soul is able to turn into Lord Death's personal weapon, and that's basically the entire premise of the series, but it gets even deeper into that, and the very end of it. The very end is one of the best endings I've ever seen in a series, ever. I don't own the entire thing, but I have read this all online, and it's all available online, but seriously think about picking these up, but they are really expensive. They're $12. They are $12. Oh, frick. But this series is super worth it. The characters are really entertaining, and they're really memorable, as well as the art is also really good. But there's some fan servicey stuff that I don't really like, and that kind of knocks it down a little bit. But every single part of this that is for fighting and stuff, and the story, oh, it's super good. But the ending, the explanation for one of the things at the very end is kind of weird. And I won't spoil it right here, but it is pretty weird. And if you do know what I'm talking about, then just comment it down below. It's kind of odd. But Soul Eater has to take the cake for the number 5 spot. This is my list. I know I said that you're not allowed to have long-running shonen on here, but I can't help this, guys. For number 4, I gotta put One Piece. One Piece is such an amazing story to me. This is for me. This is coming from me. This is my list. If you have a problem, go make it on your own. Berserk's not going to be on here. Now get over it. Now here's the thing. One Piece is such a good story. Don't let the length of One Piece scare you, but I love One Piece just to death because every part of this, I've been entertained by every single part of this. There has not been a bad part to One Piece that I have seen. Not even the slowest parts. Even the slowest parts of One Piece are super good compared to other shonen. One Piece is just super good. Ever since East Blue, it may have had a slow start, and ever since I've picked up the first volume and I got the first box set, I've had nothing but good things to say about One Piece. Even though that it's long as crap, it is so worth your time to go pick this up. Even if you just want to watch one arc, even if you just want to watch the Enies Lobby, or even if you just want to watch Skypiea, you can watch one part and have the feeling that you just watch a good shonen. Like, there are good arcs in this, making it one of the most memorable long-running shonen ever. The Big Three. This is the only one of the original Big Three that's still going. I freaking love it. One Piece is so worth your time, and that's why it's going in my number 4 spot. What? Complain! For number 3, this series is not coming as a surprise to anybody, because number 3 is Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist, I've done a review on all of Full Metal Alchemist. You can go and watch that and see my thoughts on it fully, and it kind of bigger, but in a small summary, but you should still go watch a video just because it explains it more in depth. Edward Elric, Alphonse Elric, they lose their bodies trying to find a stone to get back. Lots of great characters, lots of great moments. This is one of the only manga I have that has made me laugh to tears. Fullmetal Alchemist is freaking hilarious. The show, R.I.P. owning rights to Funimation, but Fullmetal Alchemist is freaking hilarious. It's full of action. One of the best manga of all time, but not next to the other two. But why do I like this so much? Number 3, it's here at number 3 because of how memorable that it is. This is a series that everybody should pick up at the beginning of collecting manga because it's such an entertaining series. Every single part of it, for me and for a lot of other people, it's just very entertaining. Hiromu Arakawa really knows how to make every single character memorable. He really knows how to make everybody likable, even when they're the villain. I mean, Shao Tucker, I hate the guy, but he's so memorable and entertaining to see how Edward gets so mad. It's just absolutely great, and every single part of this is done fantastically. But it's in number 3. So what's the other 2? I'm gonna look right at you. There's 2 more. Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist is only at number 3. What could the other 2 be? Well, you know what? Let's just find out now. I didn't expect for this to be here. I really didn't. I knew that it was one of my favorites, and I knew that it was super good, but I didn't even think that it would be in the top 10 as of the time that I got a certain amount of volumes for it. But after I finished the first arc of this series, I knew this is freaking awesome. For number 2, Magi, The Labyrinth of Magic, has to be my number 2 manga of all time. This series is so good. Aladdin is such a good character. Alibaba, Morgiana, Sinbad, all of them, even the bad guys, they're all so good. Why are they so good? Freaking Aladdin, you can do whatever you freaking want with this kid, and he's just a freaking beast and a half. I mean, look at this kid. Look at that guy. Dang, this is so good. I didn't think so. I sat in the middle of finals, and I read this constantly. All volumes 1 through 8, and this hooked me from the first 10 pages. Okay, hold on. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. This! 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It took this long! They're in the middle of the market! Why is this so good? I don't know, because it's Magi, but it's so freaking fantastic. Please pick up Magi. Pick up all of Magi as soon as you can. Because it's so frackin' good. This is only 1 volume. That's all you need to be entertained by it. Heck, I know somebody who was entertained by the first 4 pages. Just that point. Just where these freaking... Just that. Look at that. See those guys? Hold on. You see these guys? See that? See that? I'm just gonna... I can't express this enough. Please buy Magi. Please, please, please. Get more Magi if you can. Please. Now I just sat there for a bit and I just expressed how good Magi was. But this series, there's less of it than there is of Magi. And do you know why it's the first? Because it's fantastic. The art, the characters, the story. I think this is a bold statement. This is one of the greatest manga I have ever put into my collection. And that's Vinland Saga. Vinland Saga. There are not too many words that I can say right now that can describe Vinland Saga. I just got done reading 4 volumes. And still the first volume, you're just 1 volume. That's all of it took. This is one of the only series that I would say that you need to buy all at once. But this series is so good. It's like if Fullmetal Alchemist and Magi had a baby and maybe crossed it with some darker tone. Vinland Saga would be even better than that. Because Vinland Saga is so good. You see that guy? Do you see this man? The man known as Thorfinn? You can see the reflection? You can see the reflection of Thorfinn on my camera? You need to buy Vinland Saga. Please buy Vinland Saga. Please. So that's my top 10 manga of all time. Gear Third Manga Reviews, your facts are wrong. Mine are right. Get wrecked. Thanks for watching. Follow me on Twitter, so that way I can talk about more stuff. Maybe subscribe and watch me ramble on some more. But until next time, read Vinland Saga. That's all I gotta say. Goodbye.